The exposure cheat sheet. What is it and how to use it? For the Carlmont High School Sports Leadership class. Exposure cheat sheet. What is it? How to use it? And away games. What is the exposure cheat sheet? It is an easy-to-use tool to determine what lens to use for a particular sport, venue, and lighting condition, and what camera and lens exposure setting to use for that sport, venue, and lighting condition. This is an example of the exposure cheat sheet. Down the left side are the sports. Going across are the lighting conditions, day, night, and indoor or gym. And within each section is first the lens for that particular sport and lighting condition, then the exposure, mode, shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. How to use it. So, for a particular sport, let's say soccer, go down to the soccer line, then go across. For the daytime game, lens 18 to 140, 70 to 200, or 18 to 400. Your suggested lenses. Then the exposure setting. Mode S, shutter speed 1600, no aperture setting, ISO, auto. If it's a night game, lens 70 to 200, 2.8, mode M, shutter speed 1000, aperture 2.8, ISO, auto. So it is with any of the other sports. Pick the sport that you are shooting and go across to the lighting condition. Limitations. The exposure cheat sheet is for the sport venues on the Carlmont campus. It may or may not work at away games where the venues and lighting are different. We are making a separate away game cheat sheet, which you will follow later. It may not work if you use a different lens. For example, the chart specifies a 17 to 50 2.8 or 70 to 200 2.8 lens. But if you only have the 18 to 140, the configuration that specifies f2.8 will not work for you. That is because you cannot set your lens to f2.8. Now, the away game cheat sheet. We have a separate away game cheat sheet, which you will see on the next slide. The lens and camera setting for that away school and venue, and the away game cheat sheet will be constantly growing. When someone shoots a game or meet at an away school and venue, we will get the exposure data and add it to the away game cheat sheet. This is a sample of the away game cheat sheet. On the left, like before, the sports. But the next column over is the school. So, let's say football. School is Aragon. You can go across and you see the lens, mode, shutter speed, and ISO. Next setting is the night game. Again, lens, exposure mode. The difference is for night games and indoor games, the lighting is different than at Carlmont. So if we go down to, for instance, Sequoia, lens 7200 2.8, mode M, shutter speed 1/500 of a second, as opposed to 1000. So we have the exposure specific to that particular school. Go down to indoor gym, basketball, volleyball, Hillsdale. The note right after Hillsdale Gym is a stop brighter than at Carlmont's gym. So the exposure for the gym at Hillsdale, 17 to 50 2.8 lens, mode M, 1000 of a second, aperture f4 rather than 2.8, ISO auto. So the specific exposure for that gym based on their lighting will be in here. There are a lot of blank spaces and orange blocks where I don't have the information. For instance, I do not have the night exposure information for Aragon, Hillsdale, Sequoia, and Woodside pools? That we will find out when somebody shoots a meet there. Similarly for indoor gym, I do not have the exposure for Notre Dame, Belmont, or Sequoia. The end. Please like and subscribe.